Hey guys, hey, welcome to the Chunky Knit Craze. This is the chunky chick who loves the chunky knit. Dr. C, that's me. And I just want to come on right quick to give you guys the details of the Omega Psi Phi blanket. If you're watching this video, it means that we've already done the big reveal where I stand up and I basically do that big drop. Lately, for the D9 collection, I've had to stand on a step stool because these babies are long, they're big, they're huge. And that's no different with the Omega Psi Phi. So let's get into it. You can go to www.thechunkyknitcraze.com to find out if this is still available and what other D9 blankets may still be available right now. So while I'm only doing one of each, we can do special order, and I'll give you a little bit more details at the end of this video. So about this Omega Psi Phi blanket, you see the natural herringbone knit and stitch or stitching that we've been doing in all of our D9 blanket. I made sure to do the same for the Omega Psi Phi because it's just absolutely beautiful. The letters are knitted within. I had someone ask if I fuse using the lighter method with the knitting. I do, but go and look at those videos where I roll in the palm of my hand, so we can avoid those pointy pieces that you typically find when you're fusing yarn with fire, because you're really lighting that wicker piece. We have borders, double border, so you have the gold border first, and then I wrap back around and I add the purple border going all around. So all around the blanket on all four sides, you see it. If you see lighter colors of the yarn in certain areas, that's just because of the color of dye with the yarn. Of course, with natural homemade products, that's not something you could control. But this is absolutely beautiful. 33 by 58, y'all. It's longer than me. This is the front. I'm trying to decide how I want to hold it. So here's the front, and here's how your back look. I did not want to do any white inside the Omega blanket. I know some of the others that I did have the white in there as accent. For the Sigma Gamma Rho and the Omega blanket, I did not add any white, but if you want white for your order, you could definitely ask for it. That's not a problem. I wanted to stick to the traditional gold and whatever. So I've had some customers or potential customers inbox and say they absolutely love the blankets, they just can't afford the price. I hear you, I understand, and I appreciate your interest. One of the things I'm not going to do is budge on the pricing of the blanket, because a herringbone stitching at a 33 by 58 or 30 by 60 costs a lot of money because it eats the yarn. So alone, the yarn price could be between $65 and $85, just depending on how much yarn is being used. If it requires more, like when I do the double border, then it gets even more costly. And then of course you want to pay for the person's time in putting this blanket together. But what I've done, I've reached out to my pattern maker and I've asked him to create me a pattern that would make the blanket smaller in length, not as long, more like your 25 by 40, and also to make the Greek letters smaller. And then we can adjust prices at that point. So watch out, be on the lookout for, I'll do one example of a 25 by 40 with the Greek letters in it, so you can see the difference in what the size, length, and look will look like. And if that's something you're interested in, you could definitely order more of the 25 by 40s versus the larger ones that I've been rolling out. And really larger because I want the Greek letters to be bold, but I also want the design to be bold as well. So we'll test that out in the next week, if not this weekend. Depends on how fast I can get through the other D9 blankets. I want to stay true to those, and then we'll do some size adjustments on that blanket. All right, I don't know, I might be forgetting some other things. If you have questions about the D9 Craze collection, just inbox message. Lots of questions came in today. I started this blanket yesterday, which was Wednesday evening, and I'm finishing it tonight. I know it's after 11 o'clock on Thursday. And yes, I worked on it from the time I got up this morning up through the very end. So it takes time. This is not a blanket that you want to order at the last minute, especially if you're trying to gift it to somebody, surprise somebody, or you want it for an upcoming occasion. This blanket, I believe, is already spoken for, but we will see. I can make more. I have no problems making more. You just let me know. All right, that's it. This is Real Life with the Chunky Chick who loves the chunky knit. I am that chunky chick who loves the chunky knit. Dr. C, that's me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and even on my Facebook pages. Not necessarily my personal page. Go ahead and follow up my business page so you guys can see more about the chunky knit craze. Now, tell a friend to tell another friend who should tell more friends that they should definitely follow me on Instagram. I don't know why I only got 23 followers. I do a lot of great content. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. All right, this is the Omega Psi Phi, and it is officially released. Check out www.thechunkyknitcraze.com for more.